guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin, and today we're back with you for Black Sails Season 2 Finale, Episode 10.
Last episode, we lost Miranda.
Shit!
After we talked to Peter and we found out that back in the day, he's the one that betrayed James and Thomas. He told what was going on between them to Thomas's father. He was threatened for the information, and it was a tough choice, but still he chose to betray them. And then he got the reward for it, and he lived in his lie all those years. And so Miranda got really pissed, and she was saying like, oh, she'd rather see him hang and suffer the consequences. And one of his men got Trigger, happy, and he saw that as a threat, and he shot her. Flint obviously got mad, and now they're saying that they're gonna have him face trial, and he's probably gonna hang. So we need to go save him. It's a good thing that Charles, after killing most of Flint's crew, heard them say that Flint was gonna be hanged and stuff, and he saw, Billy told him about how like they all hate Flint, but they need him for the future, and they need to band together. And so he heard him, saw that he was right, and he decided that, yeah, they needed to fight for each other, and so he's gonna go and save Flint. So good for him. Back in Nassau, Eleanor was becoming ruthless. She tried to have Jack's crew killed. She killed a few people, but Anne got there and she saved Jack, and together they decided to set sail for the Urca gold. Eleanor has been captured and given to the Navy. I still don't remember the name of the captain who took Billy, but yeah, the one who tortured him and stuff. He gave the pardons to Hornigold and Dufresne, and yeah, they gave him Eleanor. So we also need to save her.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a pretty epic finale for this season.
Yes. I don't know how we're gonna do all of it, but we're gonna try. So let's jump in this episode and see what happens. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
Alright, let's go!
How do you feel after what you saw? The woman that you, looked up to, took care of you, gone.
Abigail, I've made arrangements for you to be shuttled to Savannah today. You know what's going to happen in the square.
You're going to kill Mr. McGraw.
When these trials take place, they arouse a great deal of passion. It is natural, but it's also something I'm not comfortable exposing you to.
She's been exposed to a lot.
You raised me to respect the truth. I'm asking if you're sending me away because you're afraid someone might ask me what happened in this house last night, and I would tell them.
Might be more the real reason.
A man and a woman rescued me, delivered me home. Now one of them is dead. The other's about to be. The only man, it seems to me, to have committed a crime in all this. Still works for you. Is that not the truth?
It's true that it's his man who just decided to shoot Miranda because she was saying
She
things.
was no threat. She just get up, stand up.
Again, though, it is a consequence of all those stories about them being monsters.
The world knows his name, and his body, swinging over the harbor of this place, sends a powerful message. No one surrenders to a dying thing, and that's exactly what we'll be if we don't act.
He's got a point. You might not like that, but he's got a
We're the
point.
men about it.
Those who think saving Flint's a good idea, you're taking ashore with you.
Wouldn't make much sense to take the ones who think it's a bad idea.
No,
No.
you're leaving them with me. What exactly do you expect me to say?
You'll have to keep them calm.
When they ask me why we don't just turn around, rather than attempt to fight a fight we are far from certain to win.
Tell them that this endeavor is in their best interests. Tell them that if this ship tries to run on a skeleton crew, they're going to get chased, and they're going to get killed. See if that convinces them.
Fair point.
We all want to survive here, huh?
The resolve to rescue our captain.
Yeah, you're still in chains?
There's a significant difference between preventing Ash from making a trophy of Flint and saving Flint's life.
Well-
Who's to say Vane doesn't help Flint escape from shore?
And then kill him there?
Throw at the moment we're in open water.
Because I have faith.
Along with all of ours. That was dark.
He's already seen the darkest pits of hell.
But I mean,
Well, I hope it's...
anything but just to leave a pirate in the hands of the English,
Yeah, but might as well just save his life.
You and your men are going to remain under guard while I go ashore. We share an interest in seeing Flint rescued, but make no mistake, this ship belongs to my men now.
What do you want from me? Why are you here?
You can make this difficult, if you wanted, rounding up your crew. If you meant what you said, that we all face a war that we must somehow face together, then causing trouble wouldn't make much sense, would it?
That means trusting him, though.
So that what? You can kill us without having to hurry.
In a few hours, when I leave that square with Flint, it will be to a different world than when I entered it. And in that world, killing 50 strong men of Nassau, able to stand up and defend her. What kind of sense does that make?
Won't make much sense of it.
What about your men?
That's another story.
Because I'm not sure they share that assessment.
If you can keep your men from provoking them, I am confident things will stand until I return.
That's a big if.
Why do you think that you just jinx yourself, Charles? Something's bad's gonna happen.
Wait. Your plan to rescue Flint isn't going to work. But there may be something I can give you. Make it work.
Making plans? We'll see.
Does he have a little pardon?
I don't know how that would change something. I don't know.
I meant what I said earlier. This outcome, it's not at all what I would have wanted.
But you're still going through with it.
Vice Admiral Lord Kensington is going to put on a show. And once it begins, I fear I will not be able to control where it goes. Unless you give me what I need to stop it.
What do you want from him? You killed Miranda? Well, your man did.
I'll see this process stopped.
We can't trust you.
You caused the death of Miranda.
Spare yourself the humiliation. Spare her. I'll see she's interred with proper respect.
We cannot trust you.
Let her go to her rest peacefully. You cannot tell me that isn't what she would have wanted.
Oh, that's not what she would have wanted.
She was clear about what she wanted.
Yep.
What she wanted was the truth to be known. Why did you betray those closest to you all those years ago? Was it really so small and vile as a bribe? Or were you simply too weak to say no? Too cowardly to do the harder thing and preserve your decency? Tell me it was the latter.
And Flint knows a thing or two about doing the hard thing.
I could accept that. I might forgive that.
Instead, he hides behind his lies again.
Instead, it was because of greed.
I suppose there's my answer. Even in this moment, alone with a condemned man, you are unable to speak the truth.
He's too afraid to lose what he has, and he'd be willing to condemn others to lose everything they have. He is selfish.
You will hear of schemes almost impossible to believe, employing his minions to dastardly ends, including a woman. He can...
Oh no, you do not put her in the mud. You do not tear it.
No, they did say he was going to make a speech and a show of it.
Who tried and failed to help Captain Flint spread his evil deeds.
She's already dead. This is harsh that they would do that. Oh, bitch.
Damn it.
It's all about the show and the story. To justify the killing of people like that, you gotta, rise them up to be monsters. So people enjoy this.
Where does Hornigold arrested her? Handed her over to the Navy. The beach is drinking in celebration. The Queen is dead. And the merchants? You know how they get. Little unrest among the crews and they sleep with one eye open for a week. I think this is more than a little unrest, wouldn't you say?
It's the change of the whole place suddenly. And she still cares for her deep down.
She was in love with her.
I'm wondering if they would try her for piracy. Do you think they would do that to a woman?
I think they will.
Or they could do worse.
You know this must be difficult for you. Less than you think. How much coin do we have on reserve?
This journey will be a strange one, gents. I have been coy with certain details. Namely, what it is exactly we'll be hunting.
Time to tell them. You'll freak out.
Brace yourselves, gents. And let me tell you a story about a Spaniard named Vasquez.
It is cool to see them both on a ship at sea. It's been too long. It took Anne 2 seasons.
You said you'd thought about not returning, but...
I realised that was the first time you and I had been separated by that much water since we was fucking kids. Help me see what we are, maybe what we ain't.
Okay.
And what are you and what are you not?
You saved me from something awful, Jack, and I owe you my life for it. Maybe there's some part of that you just can't owe.
But you can owe it to Max.
Don't feel that way with her. I was at every tavern in that town. Every time I said my name, they knew my name. The first thing they said every time was your name. It was two halves of the same thing. I can't be a wife, Jack.
She needs to be her own person.
Yeah.
You and I are gonna be partners till they put us in the fucking ground. As long as you feel the same.
Okay. So theirs is an unconventional partnership, but they are still stuck like that forever. And I actually like that. It sounds stronger. And I think he feels the same.
I mean, they are partners, but she needs to be known for her, not as Jack's wife.
Captain says we wait. Trust him, says this is all in our interests. The only thing he gives a shit about is his own ends.
Mutiny? I don't know, it sounds like...
I think I can help you get out of this place.
He's gonna talk about the Orca Gold.
It's a bad
Got about
idea.
8 votes for quartermaster.
Not surprising.
If you hadn't have cut that forestay, there's an argument to be made that Vane would have set sail right away. Probably killed us all.
He's building his reputation still.
And it's having an effect.
I think you're wrong. I also am quite content with Mr. Scott.
2 kinds of quartermaster on a crew like this. The one you feel you're supposed to vote for, and the one you want to vote for. And the former always gives way to the latter.
And you're comfortable with this?
Not remotely.
Yeah.
Can he use talking no jutsu on them?
Fuck is this about? What are you doing with it? Shut up.
His partner gave the plan up. They were looking for information and a team up, I guess. I think we might come to a point where it's gonna be his needs, his interests against their needs and their interests.
That's our brother you got there. Put him down.
They're fighting for him, though.
Oh, he's one of us.
Maybe you can start looking out for them too?
Oh,
He said, but they said not to do that shit. Like they were voting him for quartermaster. They called him brother.
Yeah, I mean, he's...
Testimonials of widows and orphans rendered into that state by your actions. Insurance petitions for the loss or destruction of property.
He is a criminal. There's no doubt about that.
Do you have any response to these allegations at all?
I hate his sight. His like
forum
smirk.
is your opportunity to be heard, and the world is listening.
You could say a bunch of
Is
shit.
the world really listening, though?
No one else is going to speak on your behalf.
People love stories.
And he's good at stories.
I regret ever coming to this place with the assumption that a reconciliation could be found. That reason could be a bridge between us. Everyone is a monster to someone. Since you are so convinced that I am yours, I will be it.
Ooh.
Chills. Hello. What did Billy give him? Like he arrested him and everything. He's in chains. How are we getting out of this?
I came to offer testimony in defense of Captain Flint. It is his right.
He deserves a fair trial.
Yeah, but...
He was carrying this.
That's what Billy gave him? Gave him, sorry?
If you are who you say you are,
They'll arrest you too.
why would anybody consider you a credible character witness?
It isn't my testimony. It's your daughter's.
Oh, very true.
Oh yes, it's true.
Thank God they did not destroy that.
Stories I have heard may have clouded the truth more than clarified it. So many of these stories were relayed to me by my father. I am forced to wonder if he is simply mistaken or if he is...
Like, he made it up
something more deliberate.
so we would fear him. She's questioning his freaking character.
There's no way of keeping that out of the record.
Of course you could. You could just throw it into the fire.
But people would know.
It was produced in front of your entire constituency.
Oh, that's a great idea. They would know you're, twisting the truth.
All it takes is one juror to be taken in by this.
Maybe they should hear about it.
And Flint goes free.
That book might engender a couple of unpleasant months for you here. But what it will not do is affect the outcome of Flint's trial. The situation is well in hand, I assure you.
Bunch of crooked men. Bunch of crooks.
They are both. They're a judge, juror, executor, jury. They do everything. They have too much power here, but we'll somehow manage.
Oh, good riddance. Damn it.
I heard the Guthrie shipping concern was officially disbanded. Empty warehouses and this tavern. Were I in your situation, I might be willing to consider selling whatever interests I had left here and moving on to a more civilized place.
Is she trying to take over?
I mean, you suggested.
Pirates of New Providence Island are about to become more powerful than they have ever been before. At a time when they will be less restrained than they have ever been before.
They'll go rogue,
This
crazy.
We still be the crossroads where their world connects to ours.
But she can manage it. She's a good manipulator.
You believe you can leave him in Miss Guthrie's shoes and lord over what remains of their family's enterprise.
I have no interest in making the same mistakes Eleanor did.
She'll do better.
for people like us, power in this place is most effective when it is least perceived.
She manipulates in the
That is my
shadows.
offer to purchase your inherited interest in this tavern. I will expect your response by nightfall.
She's about to become very, very powerful. If it works. Yet no one will truly know who's in charge.
Why offer more for this place than the others?
Does it mean something? Like I said, I don't think... She said she doesn't care about Eleanor as much as they think, but maybe she still cares a little bit. There's a part of her that wants to show Eleanor that she can, you know, succeed where she failed.
She's someone with daughter.
Conflict